Welcome back to the 10-7 show with Tara Goose and myself. You right?
Sorry. I'm starting already.
Starting already. Starting our stuff.
Over here coughing.
Tara Goose and myself. And yes,
What's up,
it's time
y'all?
for the 10-7 show. Welcome once again
Welcome.
to everybody checking this out. And as everybody knows by now that has watched any show that I've been a part of, I like to start off every show by saying, well, how y'all been?
We're good. So, Goose and I did manual labor yesterday.
Yeah, we had a landscaping project that we completed. So we moved like 3 tons worth of stone ourselves.
And as we're moving it, I looked at him and I was like, we probably just should have paid the guy to do it. But like he likes to remind me, this is a life lesson. Had I said that to you, you wouldn't have learned your lesson. So I had to be abused in order to learn.
Oh, so this was one of them.
Wait a minute, who was learning the lesson?
No, see what happened was
we
we originally talked to our landscaper about doing it, right? And he quoted us a price.
And me being cheap.
She was like, oh, well, the place we buy the stone from can deliver it and we could do it ourselves. Now, I knew what it would take to do it. And I knew I was ready to do it. But I knew that she didn't know. So when she had this idea, I just said, okay.
Yeah.
We went and ordered it.
Nice man came and dumped rocks in our driveway yesterday morning. I went and bought
a wheelbarrow. I got my spade out the shed. I was like, come on, let's go.
So I say all that to say, Justin, when you ask how we're doing, I am in a lot of pain. I feel like that truck that delivered those rocks yesterday hit me on the way out of the driveway. So,
oh gosh,
I'm a little goofy because I did take a muscle relaxer. So if I fall asleep, sorry, viewers.
If you're a fan of My Wife and Kids, that's what I'll call a Thomas Goose Turner signature moment. That's what that was.
It is. Oh yeah,
no doubt.
I live for those.
Oh, so that was you gonna learn today.
Totally.
Right. You gonna learn today.
Yep.
He said,
You'll never forget.
I will never forget lesson learned. You know what? From here on out, I'm like, I don't even care how much it costs. I'll write you a check. I don't even care.
Next time she was like, man, we can do that ourselves. I'm like, rocks.
Nope. Never doing it again. How much does it cost? Right. Okay, I'll write you a check. Do you accept MasterCard? Like, yeah, I'm never doing that again.
But now that it's done, it's cool.
I mean, now that it's done, it looks really good, but
and you save some money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. I would do it the same way again.
You save some money.
I was just messing with it.
How are you guys?
How you been?
I'm a little tired myself. I feel like I don't know. I was so upset yesterday. I feel like my Saturday just went by. Like I woke up and before I knew it, it was 3:00. Yeah. I was like, "What the heck did I do?" Like, and I.
What time did you wake up? When you wake up at 2:30?
I didn't wake up at 2:30. See,
you woke up at
7? Before me.
I woke up before Justin. Yeah.
What?
Like first time ever.
I think that was the first time ever. I usually get my beauty.
And then she woke me up.
What I do?
By walking all loud in the room.
Oh, yeah, that's what they do.
He was talking about the sound of my foot.
God forbid I step on any creak in the room while she sleep. You come in here stomping around.
That's not true.
Listen, there has been multiple times where I have gotten up, gotten dressed, left the house, and she called me like, "What time did you leave?" I had no idea I was even up.
That was years ago. That was so many years ago. That was
doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Right, but
listen, you know when you're asleep, like the slightest little thing sounds so loud. Right. I don't know why, but if I'm asleep or I'm falling asleep, everything sounds extra loud. And he coming, and I could tell that he's trying to tiptoe, but it just don't even matter. As soon as I hear, it's like the creak is like.
I don't turn on no lights. I don't do nothing. I'm tripping over, almost killing myself on stuff, but still doing it quietly, breaking my arm, putting it back in place, and never saying a word. And she come in, them slippers slapping on the girl. Whack up, whack up, whack up. What's that noise?
I don't even believe it. I don't believe it.
Thank you, Tara.
Story.
Tara, you ain't gotta believe. It's okay. She knows she did it.
Oh I was walking regularly. I don't understand what this slip.
Wait, but to answer your question, to be honest, we good.
Yeah, we're good.
We good.
I'm glad.
We good.
I'm glad.
I'm
Maybe
going to bed
another weekend. So there we go.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's get on into it.
I guess everybody knows what's about to happen in. Wait, let me do this. Everybody knows what's about to happen around here. Y'all know what it is. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. And y'all know what part of the show that is. It goes a little something like this. Yes. It's the Would You Rather portion of the show. What are y'all doing over there?
I don't know what's going on.
Caught you.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't even want to know anymore, to be honest with you. But it's the Would You Rather portion of the show, brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. Tara, tell them about Therapeutic Billing.
Therapeutic Billing is a medical credentialing and a medical billing firm. We are based in Montgomery County, but we have clients all over the United States. Like I said, we offer medical billing, credentialing, bookkeeping services, and virtual assistance. Our website is www.therapeuticbilling.com. And if you want to speak to me directly, you can reach me at 610-228-2029.
All right.
There you go. Now.
So we have drum roll, please. We need a drum roll.
Boom, boom,
All right. We have 3.
Y'all did the other drum roll. Huh?
We have 3 Would You Rathers today.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Some of them a little silly, some a little thought provoking. All right, so here's the first one, and this is kind of silly, but it would probably spark a good battle. Would you rather be Spider-Man or Batman?
Spider-Man.
I knew he was
Spider-Man.
Wait, what?
Would you rather be Spider-Man or Batman?
I'd rather be Spider-Man.
But neither one of them have a power.
Spider-Man does.
Spider-Man has a power.
Spider-Man
What's his power?
Walk on walls and sling web.
I thought he just had the thing in his gloves and he could shoot.
And he got
he's got like strength and all.
I want to be Iron Man.
That wasn't an option.
That wasn't an option.
I want to be Pepper Potts.
That wasn't an option either.
Oh.
I'm only picking Spider-Man because one of my faves is not an option. My fave is Wolverine.
So you said Spider-Man or Batman?
Batman.
Well, Batman has a lot of money. I'm going with Batman.
I feel you on that one, Tara.
Thinking outside the box.
I feel you.
Yeah,
because Spider-Man is a high school kid.
Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, so
yeah.
I knew you. I know.
That was
Word?
a simple
I know that.
All right.
Since I was a little kid, yeah.
All right, so here we go.
Okay.
Would you rather internet go down forever or TV and radio went off the air?
TV and radio went off the air.
TV and radio.
I'm thinking TV and radio.
I can watch TV and radio on
listen.
Well, what if we gotta get the news that we gotta run?
Internet.
Listen, you ever heard that thing go off on your phone at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yep, all that. The weather alerts, all of that.
Wake you up, making you think Kim Jong-il and sent something over here?
Oh my God.
Or
It's on its way.
One of them.
Okay. So yeah, I say TV and radio went off air.
Plus, we on the internet anyway, so.
Right.
Exactly.
I don't know about that, y'all.
What?
I mean, that means you can never watch TV or listen to the radio. But you can get everything on TV and the radio on it with the internet.
Here's my TV and radio right here.
I mean, I guess you do make a valid point. I watched a whole series on my show earlier. So.
Wait, so what was the question again? We might be missing.
Or would you rather the internet?
Huh?
Would you rather the internet go down forever, or TV and radio went off the air?
Right. So when people say, like Justin just said, this is my TV and radio right here.
Right.
The stations are not broadcasting. So the only thing that we probably be able to watch are things like this. Podcasts, personal stuff, because NBC, ABC, all of those Fox, they wouldn't be broadcasting.
No. But everything would be online.
So much more misinformation will be online. No. Give me TV and radio.
We get enough misinformation on TV and radio.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going with TV and radio.
I think both news outlets are like reality TV shows now. I don't even know why they call themselves news.
Who you talking about?
Well,
CNN.
some of those
CNN and Fox.
They're not. CNN and Fox News are not news channels.
I'm about to say some of them are not news.
They are reality TV.
They are
Right.
They are channels that talk about the news, but they're not news channels.
Right.
Yeah, I like for news. I watch like C-SPAN.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
get
if
my
I wanna
news
get
that
the-
God intended from
I want to
TM.
get the. What? That should have been your final twist.
That's how I found out Michael Jackson died. So you know.
I know, right? Listen, if TMZ ain't
If
reporting,
TMZ reports it, you know it's true. They're
I
owned by a
guarantee.
bunch of lawyers. They're not going to get on TV and lie.
I guess a lot of people don't believe things until TMZ reports it.
That's
Yep.
true.
That's true.
That's true.
It used to be CNN, but it's TMZ. Who knew?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the last one. The last one is: would you rather use your last wish to free the genie or get $1 million?
So if I what's the benefit of freeing
you got
the
a
genie?
genie,
Gonna
right?
just be out the bottle,
And
getting
you
on my
know-
nerves.
Right, and you know you only got you on your last wish, which is your third one. But you can wish to free the genie, and the genie wouldn't have to be in the bottle. And
Well, it depends
none of
on
that.
what my first two wishes are. You know.
Oh, see, y'all always trying to put a
Well,
caveat.
how does
Would
the genie
you
being out?
rather?
How does the
Look.
genie being out of the bottle benefit me?
Well, you may have developed a friendship with the genie.
Is it?
And now, do you want the genie to be enslaved to this bottle, or do you
I
want?
Dream of Genie?
I don't. It didn't say what genie
Said
it
I dream
was.
of genie.
If it's a genie from Aladdin, no. If it's the genie from
Oh, I
I
love
Dream
the
of
genie
Genie,
from Aladdin.
if it's the genie from I
You
Dream of
ain't
Genie,
never
then, you know,
had
maybe
a-
we talk.
Yeah.
But $1 million is worth more than both of those. So
I'm sorry.
Like I said,
I'm going with $1 million.
it
I'ma
depends
take
on what
$1
my
million.
first two wishes are.
I'm going with $1 million.
I'm going with the $1 million too. I feel so heartless, but I'm going with the $1 million.
No, you'll be fine.
$1 million. I'll take
Once all
$1
them
million.
zeros is in your bank account, you'll feel better.
why do you feel hard? It's a genie
Because
in the
the
bottle.
genie
Like, that's
may
what
want to
he
be
did.
free, and I could have freaked it.
But somebody else will get that.
And
bottle
then
and
what? I mean, you just got
That's
this like
like
genie hanging
Save the
around.
dang- It's like save the
You got another
dangling
mouth to
baby
feed.
or
Is
take
he helping
$10
to pay the
million.
mortgage? No.
Sheena says she'll take the $1 million.
I know, but it's like
Listen,
save the
listen,
dangling
tell the
baby.
genie
Or...
he's safe in that bottle. There's no COVID in there, probably.
He's totally safe. He's in the best. Can I get in the bottle with the genie? As a matter of fact, I want to change my answer.
All right, so there are your would you rather's for today.
Yes. That's
She said run that
Run
million.
that million.
Mhm.
I know,
Definitely.
but what about the genie's freedom?
and the genie.
Listen, you
I
always
don't care.
why you worry about somebody else? So you gonna free the genie, then go to work tomorrow? Wow.
Because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Listen. Let me tell you something.
What?
Tyra always says our youngin is Mother Teresa. Was Tyra's Mother Teresa Senior, because when I go and during COVID when toilet paper was at a shortage, I would find like a big joint of toilet paper. Like, look what I found, babe. All of a sudden that joint open and our neighbors got a whole bunch of toilet paper. And
Aww.
so that's who she is. That she just
That's
wants to
really
be that
sweet,
nice person.
Tyra.
I am.
Wasn't sweet when we ran out of toilet paper and I was home by myself.
Well, listen, I bought an extra of a no frills.
Oh,
Right? A no frills. I got a no frills brand, and I have that stashed away. So if we run out, okay, we have our no frills. I'll tell you where it is.
Okay.
Tiny said, "Forget that genie. You really think it's Will Smith?"
Okay.
That's the same thing I said. Forget that genie.
Yeah.
And that bottle. I'll take my $1 million.
I'm gonna take the $1 million, but I'm gonna
$1
take
million.
it. I'm gonna take it begrudgingly because I would like to. I would like to do both. Why can't I free the genie and take the $1 million?
Because you can't. And then what you always tell us, you can't.
I know.
Like Mr. Genie, I'll free you if you come out here with $1 million. That's what Tyra wants.
Hey, that's true. I probably would. How about
Yep.
you give me the $1 million?
So it's like a win-win. It's a win-win for both of you.
And it'll be like half a wish. Can I
Genie's
split
tricky.
this last wish in half?
Genies
Yep.
are tricky. They'll find a way to trick you. Now you didn't say it the way you're supposed to say it.
Exactly.
Damn that genie. Give me that $1 million.
Oh,
All right, let's move on.
Okay, so let's move on.
Absolutely. That was Would You Rather, brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. And now it's time for the other favorite part of the show. That is the Dear 10 Cent portion of the show. Oh, I'm reading the first one, ain't I?
We're answering your letters.
So let me
We're
go ahead
your
and get that together.
letters.
Why don't y'all go ahead and banter while I find it real quick?
Here you go, Steve.
You got it.
Yikes! What were you doing over there? Busy being an engineer?
Yes, actually.
How dare you click? How dare you click buttons during the show?
All right, here we go. Dear 10-7, I am a man married to a woman. Well, that's a good start.
Okay,
that's a good start.
I wonder why he had to put that in there. Now I'm feeling some kind of way.
Well, because
we'll see.
It's 2021, so
Okay.
We have been together for more than a decade and have children together. We get along well and we care for each other. Okay. I was raised in a very strict religious household where I internalized a lot of shame regarding my body and sex. I was in my 20s and very inexperienced when I met my now wife, and she was honestly my first and only real relationship. I was beginning to think I would never have a relationship, so I settled for what I could get after years of no success. Damn. I have done a lot of work on myself, both physically and mentally, in the interim, and I am unrecognizable from the person I was when we met. I had no self-confidence, addiction issues, was overweight, and dressed like a slob. In retrospect, of course, I had no dates. I was undateable. Today,
I was undateable.
Today, see, you messing me up. I was on a roll. Today, I am sober. I am told often how conventionally attractive I am thanks to my newfound passion for fitness, clean eating, and fashion paired with tons of self-confidence. My wife has done some work on herself too. Mentally, she is in a much better place. However, when it comes to taking care of her body, she started off obese and is even heavier than when we met now.
Oh.
So, she's like obese squared? Like...
Oh my God, y'all, we are live.
I'm sorry. Please.
Go ahead.
I'm trying. He said obese squared. She will. Here we go. She will try gimmick weight loss things. My eyes are watering. I can't read now. She will try gimmick weight loss things here and there, but resist doing what actually works: eating a caloric deficit and working out. Spending several hours a day smoking weed is her priority. I realize it is who she was when I met her. So while she would discover a love for fitness, I know it's futile to try to change another person. But this doesn't change the fact that my attraction to her is close to non-existent. We are very well off financially. She doesn't work, and I spend my time pursuing hobbies and business interests that align with my passion. This brings me to my question. How do you tell your spouse that you want to do porn?
What? Wait a minute.
Let me start that over. This went left. This brings me to my question. How do you tell your spouse that you want to do porn without getting divorced? I'm racking my brain to figure out a solution that doesn't involve either blowing up my family and hurting the ones I love or repressing my true self desires.
Wait, I saw it.
Way too much to unpack. Way too much to unpack here.
Holy moly.
I thought that was going somewhere else.
I thought it was going somewhere else too.
That joint was like, we rolling down the road. They're like, turn left.
Yes.
Wrong turn.
Well, okay, let's go back to congratulations on finding your self-esteem. Mm-hmm. Congratulations on getting your health in order.
Yes.
But if you've been married to this woman for a long time and she was this way when you met her, what did you think was going to happen? Like, did you hope that she was going to change because she saw you changing? No, she was already out of her shell. You had to come out of yours.
But my thing is, what do you think you can say to her that she would be okay with you doing porn?
And what makes you think you could even get into porn, sir? Like,
he can make his own.
Yeah, there's ways to
I don't know.
I don't know how we go from his wife trying to, change and be better, to him doing porn. Like,
yeah,
where was the segue?
You have children. You have children.
But
children have access to the internet.
But you were like, I changed my life. I got my self-esteem. I eat healthier. I lost weight. I did all of this.
And now I want to do porn?
And she hasn't done anything. And she's still fat. She's even fatter. But I want to do porn.
What? You're selfish. You are selfish. Do you love her? You are selfish.
Wait a minute. Hold on now.
I'm
the selfish. I'm not. You hit us with a curveball when you said the porn thing. Like, you can't say I want to see other people. Like, I thought that's what I would like to see other people.
That dude jumped right in the porn.
And I want to do porn.
Well, first of all, let's put it like this. You said y'all financially well off.
So why do you need to do
really the only other reason that you would want to get in the porn is because you're confident now in your sexual prowess, I guess.
Yeah, but he did say explore business ventures that match his interests. So
what he want to do is use business as an excuse to go out there and screw other women because he's not attracted to his wife. Let's just put the truth out there.
So Tanya said,
and she gave you a chance when you look like the Gap troll. So you definitely owe her better than what you're offering right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Like
you owe her to work with her.
She was down for you when you wasn't even down for yourself. Don't forget
That's
that.
Exactly right.
And now the porn industry, from what I know, I mean, I ain't done my research, but I would assume that most people in this country, on this earth, are not in the porn industry. You ain't missing out.
You're going to mess around, bring back more than you can wash off, bro. Calm yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want to say go cheat on your wife, but go talk to your wife about exploring other things. Or
I ain't got nothing for you, man.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, you're gonna have to tell her. I wouldn't do it behind her back, but good luck. I don't think she's gonna hit that way.
Talk to your wife about
especially if y'all don't need no money.
Healthier lifestyle.
Right. So, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, I mean, you guys are married, right? And you said is it the weight that's making you not sexually attracted to your wife anymore? Like, I think that needs to be discussed in a respectful manner. Like, what do you do when you're not attracted to your spouse anymore? Like, has that happened to a couple, and have you been able to build that fire back up?
I'm sure that's happened.
That happens all the time. That's not new. But people don't start doing porn.
I don't even want that.
Like, porn ain't the answer to, like, if you're trying to find. If you're trying to give yourself a sense of accomplishment, there's probably some other things you can do rather than porn. And maybe your wife is down to do some porn with you.
Right.
Find that out.
She might.
I mean, there's people who like to be women
guys out here who like those size women.
Yeah.
You can have a whole.
But you definitely want to have a conversation with her, and I wish you will.
Yes. Right, you get your body together, and now you want to be Deuce Bigelow and wild porn. Right, if you don't need money. Exactly, if you don't need, that's what I said. It's not that he's using business as an excuse to get his rocks off because he don't find his wife.
Well, I guess he figured if I'm going to have sex, why not get paid for it?
It don't matter.
If you
go prostitute then.
Let's put it this way: if you cheating, you ain't making no money cheating in most cases.
Right.
But if you're gonna do a movie, you're gonna make some money. It's gonna be financially beneficial to you.
Yeah, it's good. Tanya, we have another comment. Yeah. Tanya said it's gotta be the weight. It's the only thing that he's mentioned. Absolutely. And so because he's changed himself, he doesn't find his wife attractive anymore it's probably because he's trying to motivate her to change and she don't have the motivation. And, he looking at himself, looking all sexy here all in the gym, looking at other girls, and he looking at his wife like, but y'all, that's for y'all to work on and work through and talk about, not for you to use it as an excuse to, like you want to do porn. I mean, you want to have sex with multiple women. Like, come on. Like I said, I just think it's a poor excuse to try to get your rocks off because you're not attracted to your wife anymore.
Right.
You certainly
So one last tip I would have to tell you about telling your wife what you want to do, is go live with it and tag 10-7.
Oh my God! Please
do it.
Please do it.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see that conversation.
I want to see. I want to see you get knocked out. I want to see that.
Yeah, because you will.
So
we all want to see your reaction. So do that.
You might slap the kapow out of you.
The kaplooey. Okay.
All
All right. So we're gonna go on to.
I think somebody shot you. I'm gonna tell you right now.
We're gonna go on to our next Dear 10-7. We love answering your questions, guys. If you are watching and you have a situation, please do not hesitate to email us at what is it? 10-7show
at
gmail.com. We will keep it discreet. We won't put your information out there, but we are answering your questions. So here we go. Dear 10-7, I am a bisexual woman in my 30s. Now, we do have some people in our group that are, homosexual, bisexual. So if y'all watching this, I need y'all input. I've had sexual partners of various genders, including several girlfriends, but I have never gone down on anyone with a vulva. Oh, okay. So the reason for this are various. Some of the women I have been with are trans and don't have a. Wait, I'm confused.
Well, you gotta read it because everybody.
They're trans and don't have a vulva. So you've been down on trans people. Some of my partners haven't been into either oral or receiving more generally. Sometimes we simply never got around to it. I like performing fellatio and like receiving oral, so would be more than happy to get down to it. But the opportunity has never presented itself. This has come up a couple of times in conversation with other queer women friends. The response has sometimes been pretty hostile, and it's beginning to get in my head and is affecting my dating life. At my age, having been dating across the gender spectrum for over a decade, there is a general assumption that I will have done certain things, including eating someone out. I'm worried that I'm going to disappoint, be an obvious novice if I don't tell someone it's my first time, or come off as a bad lover or bad bisexual. Okay. If I let someone know first, so is this something I should disclose? And if so, when and how? And any tips for overcoming oral performance anxiety?
Before we answer this,
go ahead.
I wanted either Tyra or myself to read this because I've never eaten coochie. So, and I figured you two have. So, in the beginning,
you can't cook it. I don't eat it. Don't ask me no more.
What?
Oh,
what? Like, how do you get to a point where you're okay and you feel like you're doing a good job?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Your reaction.
So if you're watching the show, and
you like I read a book or something. It didn't go like that.
And you're a sexually fluid woman who has dated across the gender spectrum, please chime in, because I don't know how to answer this. All I can say is be upfront. If you plan on doing this to someone, be upfront and let them know. Because I wish some guys had told me, like, listen, this ain't my strong point. Because I'm gonna tell you from a woman's perspective, it's very annoying when you don't know what you're doing, or you down there scraping teeth or whatever the hell you doing.
It's like, you know what? Never mind.
Just never mind. It ruins the whole thing. I'm just letting y'all know everything is ruined. My mind is just
right.
It's ruined.
But the other thing is the communication between your partner and yourself. Because your partner should better tell you, I don't like that. I like that. Ooh, to the left. Ooh, to the right.
Right.
To the left. Yeah, keep doing that.
But if you say, and then you stop doing that, then
I don't think it's anything to be like embarrassed about, though. If you don't have experience with it, just say that. Like,
exactly. Like, and that could be actually like, and that could like increase like the sexual tension. Like, okay, let me, show her what's going on. Make it like a game. Listen, I'm new to this, so I need you to tell me what you like. Whatever you tell me what you like, and I'll do it.
You have a vagina. You know what parts you like to be stimulated.
Exactly.
It is different from everybody, but
you have a general idea.
Exactly.
It's not much different. I don't think.
All right. Well, that was our advice for what it's worth.
Above your pay grade.
My pastor's on the phone. He wants to talk to me right now. Nah,
so
like Goose said though, communicate. Just this I'm not experiencing this. I haven't done this that often.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I would like to know, like, how do guys know when they're good at it? Like, do you depend on the female?
Right, because you're not good at it from the beginning.
Because y'all tell us.
Right.
Okay.
Well, so there you go. Then that would apply to her. The same thing would apply to her. Right?
Exactly. But so
pineapple. Okay.
So I mean, oral sex would be being good at it and not is different. Is the same as like regular sex. You dig what I'm saying? The first time you had sex, you don't know what the fuck you doing. What the hell you doing?
They go $20,000 fine,
and you teach each other.
Just what to edit it.
Yeah. So then she also wants to know how does she overcome her oral performance anxiety? I like oral performance better. That's so clean.
What's going on here? This is the 10-7 show or the 69?
So, like, how do you get over your performance anxiety, your oral performance? I love this. I'm going to use this.
I mean, I think you should just be open and honest, and then go for it and see what happens.
Yeah,
you go for it, and you be honest. Like be honest. You go for it, and you get feedback.
And either way, no matter your partner's gender, watch your teeth. Okay,
please watch the teeth. Jesus, please.
Okay. Take your teeth out before.
I'm on a dresser. All right.
On to the next one. I hope we helped you out. Let us know how it goes. Send us a letter.
Was that you?
I'll read it. All right. Dear 10-7, I'm a woman in my mid-30s and my wife is in her early 40s. We met a little less than 2 years ago and haven't left each other's side since. We got married about a year ago. Needless to say, we both fell fast and hard for each other. When I met her, my whole world changed and I looked at the world in a completely different way. She makes me want to be a better person altogether, but we have a problem. My wife already had trust issues from a previous relationship in which she was betrayed. Well, several months ago, I broke her trust by talking to my ex on the phone. It was an innocent conversation, but I knew that it would upset my wife. I felt terrible and immediately admitted what I had done. Admitted that it was wrong, and I promised that it wouldn't ever happen again. Fast forward 4 months, and nothing seems to be enough for my wife. She continues to throw it in my face. Every time my phone makes a noise, she wants to look at it. There's not a day that goes by that she doesn't make a smart aleck remark about me talking to my ex on the phone. I am truly lost because I love this woman more than life itself and have never been happier. But I can't continue to allow her to say the mean and hurtful things she's been saying. And I can't take the distance between us. And I can't take any more of the barrages of questions. I love her and don't want to ever face life without her. But the cruelty is breaking me down quickly. I don't know what to do anymore.
Before we get into, I just love how y'all, when y'all send these, I love how open y'all are with us, man. Just keep that coming, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so Goose, what you think about this one?
So I think that you need to talk to her and, tell her that, cornerstone of a relationship is trust. And if you don't have the trust, then why are we together?
Absolutely.
Because the other thing about it is I keep hearing you say you're happy, but.
Right. So you're really not happy.
Right.
You're miserable.
Saying, life is great, but we have a problem.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So, like, listen, tell her, like, look, I don't want to live like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's not afraid to even suggest, all right, let's go to counseling together. So you can work on your trust issues. You know she has trust issues.
But do you think
I
they need
commend you for coming forward
do counseling
about it
together though, Tyra? When it
Well,
seems to
I
be
don't know. She may not go so they can get their emotions out in front of like a non-judgmental party. So she can say, listen, this is what happened. I told you about it. I don't like, what you're doing is making me feel this way. I love you, but this is pulling on me. Because eventually she gonna leave. She gonna get tired of that. She's gonna get tired of that and she gonna leave.
Yeah.
The same way we had that letter last week where the dude and his wife should go together. Y'all should go together. If y'all gonna go together, the trust issues come from a place that's deeper than you, right? They come from before you were even in the picture. So, a lot of times trust issues also, and here we go, I'm about to say something bad. Trust issues also come from the person that might be doing wrong, right? And I'm not saying that person is doing wrong, but maybe they have done wrong in their past, and they know some of the signs of certain things, and they see that, and they're like,
what people are capable of.
Exactly. So, y'all, that's something that y'all got to talk out because they're not your trust issues, so you really don't have an understanding of her trust issues outside of what you actually know. She's got to get beyond, and she's got to know that you're for her, and you're not even. That's not where you at all. You're not there. You're where you want to be with her, and nothing is getting between that. Nothing is messing that up. And somehow y'all got to come to that agreement, that understanding.
Absolutely,
I agree. Makes sense.
All right.
So that was the Dear 10-7 portion of the show. And before we go forward, since I know Jay Hussein is on with us, Jay Hussein from the Real Guys, you can check out the Real Guys on their Instagram page at Real Guys, REELGODS. When he was on the 10-7 show, he does a segment on the 10-7. Excuse me, this is the 10-7 show. When he's on the Friday Vibes Morning Show, I do too many doggone shows. When he's on the Friday Vibes Morning Show, he at 9:00 on Friday mornings, he always presents. He gives his weekend suggestions, but now he presents us with something to think about. All right. Last week was Will Smith versus Jamie Foxx. This week was Regina King versus Taraji P. Henson. And I don't have the breakdown of all the awards, but you can go back to the segment and check that out. But who are you taking? You taking Regina King or Taraji P. Henson? You can check that out on the Real Guys Instagram page. Vote on it, and make sure you let Jay Hussein know you heard it here from the 10-7 show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he's already watching. So.
Yep. Thanks for supporting us.
Absolutely.
I'm going with Regina.
I need all the information before I can make a decision.
Yeah, I need all the information too, because I feel like I'm missing some things.
Should I send Jay Hussein the link and bring him on real quick so he can break it down closer to the end of the show?
That would be cool.
Yeah, if he wants to, yeah.
I'll send him the link. And
right.
What is Frank saying?
And then that could be our final twist too, maybe.
If he's ready, he may not be. He may not be
camera ready.
He may not be camera ready, but you got time. Unfortunately, you were the one who partially betrayed her trust. It's now your responsibility to support her in trust recovery. That's an interesting take.
Well, this is the thing. Did she really betray her trust?
Having a conversation.
It wasn't like a salacious conversation. She wasn't like sneaking around, and you openly told her about it.
Right.
So
she doesn't hide anything.
Right. To me, when you violate a trust, you done did something sneaky, and I had to find
see, so this trust issue is being manufactured.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
Now, did she find out she had a conversation with the ex, or did she?
She told her.
She told her.
That's interesting.
She told her because she knew that how her wife would feel about it,
which was probably a mistake.
Yeah, she probably shouldn't have just because it wasn't it was all platonic. It was all above board. I probably wouldn't have said nothing.
The thing about it is,
if she found out,
really,
she might as well not say nothing. If she's gonna be mad either way.
But then had the wife found out, oh man,
and she ain't say nothing, then it'd have been even bigger.
Yeah.
So
So
she
I
can't
agree.
win.
She
Can't win.
Listen.
Yeah.
She can't win.
So let's go on to our next topic because we are
Right.
like 40 minutes
40
in.
minutes
Can't
in.
believe
Oh my
it.
god! All right.
So
Have to cut some things.
All right, go ahead, Tyra.
no, you go ahead because this was
Okay.
this was
So this came up, and I'm sure people heard about it. Russell Wilson, who's married to
Sierra.
And an Instagram model. Okay, so Russell Wilson and Sierra are one of, if not the most, aspirational couples in Black America. Really? I didn't even know he was Black. Anyway, they're Christian, rich, good-looking.
One drop.
He's mostly.
Okay. And seem to truly love and respect each other. Now it seems like someone is out here trying to tear them down. So apparently, news broke that a popular Instagram model is going around Los Angeles allegedly claiming to be pregnant by Ciara's husband. The explosive revelation came about during a Twitter fight between one of the Instagram model's friends, who is allegedly pregnant by a married NFL player, and another woman. Wait, what? Anyhow, all right. During the argument, the woman bashed both friends, suggesting that both models slept with married men. Isn't that kind of what they do? Right. Specifically, she claimed, you want to share how your best friend is claiming to be knocked up by Russell Wilson? It's not clear by the way the woman is saying it whether she believes that the IG model is having or is telling the truth about Ciara's husband, or whether she's lying for clout. So far, neither Ciara, Russell, or their representatives have spoken out about the alleged rumors circulating about him. So what do y'all think about that?
Who cares?
Right. I mean,
lovers cheat on their wives.
But really, it's a whole bunch of he said, she said. There's no proof in none of that.
Right. There's no proof in any of it.
Sierra shot me down in my mind anyway.
And my thing is like, listen, I mean, I'm not. Let me not say it because then people are like, "Oh, you condoning cheating?" I'm definitely not condoning cheating.
What were you going to say?
You know, I don't condone. I was going to listen, man. Listen, some of the greatest of the greats of Black men have cheated on their wife, Black and white, have cheated on their wives. You know what I mean? Like, if they gonna cheat, they gonna cheat.
Yeah, he's ready.
The only thing that can stop a man from cheating is himself.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, if he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. So until everything is confirmed, you know, these chicks is just trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. I would just ignore it. Wouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah.
And it don't matter because Sierra hold all the cards, honey. She's the wife. See, these little side chicks, I don't care how many babies you have, honey. You don't hold the cards.
That's exactly right. So.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to move on to this 17-page contract?
Yeah, let's move on.
Jay, who sent that? Come on, Justin.
Yeah. I sent him the link a while.
He was born ready. All right, let's get it. Let me do this real quick then.
Okay, go ahead.
So we had a woman. She's a risk management and insurance student from Georgia. She was dating this guy named Michael. He's a law student, right? So in their dating process, you know, she had been through several tumultuous relationships, and you know, it was just certain things that she wasn't going to go for anymore. And I agree. And when I first saw the title of the article, it says woman writes up 17-page relationship contract 2 weeks after meeting a guy on Tinder. I think that was a little fast, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty of the article, it was a joke. It started off as a joke between them two. But since he's a lawyer and she's a management and insurance student from Georgia, they're both students, law students, management, Georgia students. So they was like, all right, well, you know what I mean? Let's just try it. Let's just see how it worked out. And apparently it worked out really good between them two. You know, everybody knows where they stand in the relationship. They know what's the cutoff and what's not the cutoff. And I think it was too soon, but I think it's a good idea. And I mean, like, especially for like marriage counseling and stuff, I think you should kind of write, not like a contract, but just to kind of see where everybody's head is. I thought it was a great idea. So let me give you some of the clauses in the contract. A few of the clauses in the contract were at least one romantic gesture every 2 weeks. Working out five times every week alone. No silent treatment allowed, and Michael must pay for all date nights. That was a few of the clauses in the contract, but I like it because say our couple at the first letter, the guy with the weight issue who want to do porn, maybe if they had working out a couple times a week in their contract, maybe they were both working towards it. I thought it was a good idea. It turned out good. They like it, and it's working for them. So there we go.
And they
I
said
ain't never heard no 17-page joke before in my life.
Well, you know what, Justin? They both, Annie and Michael, both say that they treat their relationship almost like a business interaction.
Like a business.
We deal with conflict like partners in the business world.
Mm-hmm.
I like to know his GPA in law school.
Why?
Because I think a lawyer would tell you not to get into that contract.
Probably.
A good lawyer.
Well, first, because the relationship is fluid. So how can you have a contract for something that's fluid?
Exactly. And then the first clause, at least one romantic gesture a week.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
That's cool, but what constitutes a romantic gesture? I need more. I need more description.
Well, I was gonna say if
what might be romantic
the full contract, Justin, we could put it in the show notes.
Right? Yeah, we can put it on the 10-7 page. Y'all can go there and check it out. But a romantic gesture to me may not be a romantic gesture to you. So do we have a list of romantic gestures that we're going to have to accomplish?
What did you say?
Into Ruben Pfeiffer and
Polly Prince.
Ruben Pfeffer.
Along came Polly. You would have had to have seen the movie.
Yeah, I've seen it. Didn't see it. All right, so we at 46. So let's try to get Jay Hussein.
Yeah, I sent Jay Hussein the email. If he wants to get
on,
we ready for you whenever you want to get on. But yeah, first of all,
17 pages.
Don't sign no contract. Like it's a relation. Like School said, it's fluid. It's a 17. It's one of those things. It's like a meeting that could have been an email. It's a 17-page contract that could have been a discussion.
Okay.
And then if you sign the contract, now you're legally bonded to whatever. And what happens if the contract is broken?
That's what I was thinking too. They didn't talk about that in the article. I'm like, okay, what if somebody breached the contract? Is the relationship over?
Well,
I mean, that should have been in the contract.
They're dating, right?
Right.
If somebody breaches the contract or no longer wants to go along with the contract, you have not created ties that bind. You're not married. It was fun while it lasted. We had a good run. Like,
right.
What the world?
Listen, you sign a contract when you get married. You wait until you get married to sign that contract. Oh yeah, I saw that. I thought that was.
But I wonder how come it seemed like all of the examples of clauses. It seemed like they support her. I wonder what were some things that he wanted in the contract.
Well, it's 17 pages. We'll put it in the show notes. Whoever wants to read it,
he wanted that. That's what he wanted in the contract.
So
he said,
"Where's Jay?
Oh, you want me to get off yet? Excuse me.
I'm trying to help you.
He said 1 time a day and 3 times on Sunday. That's what was in his contract.
That's
what he put on it.
See? All right, Jay Hussein, where you at?
All right, y'all know we on a delay though. So.
Oh,
well, I have my final thought if you want me to read that.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's funny.
Okay, let's do it. Final thought.
Okay.
What you got, Sarah?
Ready?
Fighting that mall.
Okay. This is like the perfect marriage story.
Okay.
An elderly Italian man lay dying in his bed. While suffering the agonies of impending death, he suddenly smelled the aroma of his favorite Italian anisette sprinkle cookies wafting up the stairs. Gathering his remaining strength, he lifted himself from the bed. Leaning against the wall, he slowly made his way out of the bedroom, and with even greater effort, gripping the railing with both hands, he crawled downstairs. With labored breath, he leaned against the doorframe, gazing into the kitchen. Were it not for death's agony, he would have thought himself already in heaven. For there, spread out upon wax paper on the kitchen table, were literally hundreds of his favorite anisette sprinkle cookies. Was it heaven? Or was it one final act of heroic love from his devoted Italian wife of 60 years, seeing to it that he left this world a happy man. Mustering one great final effort, he threw himself towards the table, landing on his knees in a crumpled posture. He parched his lips, parted. The wondrous taste of the cookie was already in his mouth, seemingly bringing him back to life. The aged and withered, trembling hand on its way to a cookie at the edge of the table, when it was suddenly smacked with a spatula by his wife.
Oh my God.
There for the funeral.
Oh,
Wait, for the funeral? Tara.
Waiting for him to die.
I mean, 60 years.
Yes.
He had a good run.
For real though?
What is anisette?
I thought it was cute.
What's anisette? Is that a flavor? I don't know what anisette
Yeah,
is.
anisette, I'm not sure. At first, I was thinking star of anise, but that's totally different.
It's probably similar.
It might be similar.
I don't know neither one of those.
So mine is short and sweet.
Short, sweet.
Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away.
Oh, like what you like me?
Definitely.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
All right, I'll do mine.
Oh.
Don't be looking at me.
No, I'm not. I'm just like, mine is like so shallow.
Okay.
But
That's all right.
Mine's is pretty short. You cannot start the next chapter in your life if you keep rereading the last one.
That's really profound and so true.
Especially in marriage. Like, things that happen in certain chapters, certain years, stop rereading them.
Yeah.
Write a new chapter together every year.
That's right. That's exactly right.
all right, I guess I'll give mine. The only thing worse than sitting on a cold toilet seat is sitting on a warm toilet seat.
Why?
Because somebody done been on that
Somebody
joint
just
light
got
it
off
up
that
before
joint.
you.
That's all I got.
Really?
All right, listen, I'm not mad at it.
Why?
Because now next time you sit on
Oh,
the warm
wait.
toilet
All right.
Yep.
All right, Jay Hussein, you got 5 minutes. Yay!
Hold on, here's Jay Hussein. Hold on.
You know,
Let
listen,
him in.
Here he is.
Yeah.
what's up, y'all? Listen, first I gotta say, man, I super enjoy y'all show every week. I literally look forward to it. Right?
Oh,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
It's been times where I'm doing 100 on the highway, and I swear to God, what's playing in my radio was the 10-7 show through my phone. That's the
That's
truth.
awesome.
Oh,
That's the truth.
Appreciate
I enjoy
Thank
the content, and I think it's informative for us who are in relationships or need advice or on the verge of killing people. You know that we right. Hey, and Goose, real quick, bro, you my friend in my head, and I want to tell you that you remind me of Paige Kennedy. Do you know Paige Kennedy, bro?
Nah.
You have to look this guy up, man. I swear you could be a stunt double. He's like an actor and a comedian, bro, man.
Okay.
Like him. But let me be quick so I can get you guys' opinions on this, right?
Okay.
So, of course, this week we have Taraji P. Henson versus Miss Regina King. Now, what I've discovered before I break it down to you, that if you are of a certain age, maybe 35 and up, they're more gearing towards Regina King because we grew up with her, right? Mm-hmm. And if you're younger, maybe 25 and under, then you got to understand that Taraji's been on fire for the last 20 years, since 2001. So she's been everywhere. But along with her, if you're paying attention, Regina's been through the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now here we are in the 20s where she's definitely still doing her thing. But let me just run down these awards for you. So you got Taraji, who has been in about 43 movies. Her best noted movies were Baby Boy, Hidden Figures, Karate Kid, Think Like a Man 1 and 2, Benjamin Buttons, The Family That Prays. She was also, of course, Cookie in Empire was one of the biggest things that gave her a big resurgence in her career. All right. She has 6 BET Awards, 2 Black Reel Awards, 1 Critics' Choice Award, 1 Golden Globe, 1 MTV, 10 NAACP Image Awards, 1 Satellite Award, and 1 Screen Actors Guild Award. Okay. Oh, wow. So that's Miss Taraji's lineup. She's won a total of about 29 awards with 75 nominations. All right, now when it comes to Regina King, who we know played Brenda Jenkins back in 1985, right?
Yeah.
When we was all young. Yeah, when Mama was sitting us in front of the TV and we was just looking and learning, right?
Right.
You know, we was watching Miss Brenda. Now, she's been in roughly about 30 movies, okay, and several TV shows. Her most noted movies were Boys in the Hood, Friday, Higher Learning, Enemy of the State, Poetic Justice, Ray. She also directed One Night in Miami. She was in Jerry Maguire. And she played both voices of Riley and Huey on the Boondocks cartoon. Okay. Her awards are, she has 1 Academy Award, 4 Black Reel Awards, 1 Critics' Choice, 1 Golden Globe, 2 Independent Spirit, 5 NAACP, 4 Primetime Emmy, 3 Satellite, and she was nominated for a SAG. She has a total of 59 awards and 107 nominations.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say I'm going with Regina because
I love Taraji. I do. But I've always been a big Regina King fan. Yes, I'm going with Regina.
She's been trucking in this
If I
game.
could ask one favor, if y'all biggest fan can ask one favor, y'all. On the Real God Show, I have a poll in the stories. It would mean everything to me if I could get you guys vote just so I can really tally this thing out.
Yeah, sure. Okay. On your Instagram page?
Yes, on the Real God's Instagram page. I appreciate
I'm going to it right now.
Definitely.
And I'm calling Nana to tell her I made it because I'm on the 10-7 show, baby. I appreciate y'all.
You can catch Jay Hussein on the Real Guys Podcast. Make sure you go to Real Guys REELGODS on Instagram and follow him. And you can always catch him at 9:00 a.m. on Fridays on the Friday Vibes Morning Show right there on newtwistradio.com. All right.
Got any final thoughts for us?
2 comments just came in. 2 people just said Regina.
So y'all make sure y'all go to Real Guys and vote.
Yeah.
Go to Real Guys on Instagram. Follow. If he on I'm following right now.
Yep.
Right.
I need that. I appreciate y'all. And I got a final thought.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
My final thought would be don't take people for granted. Okay. As we get older and we see the limited amount of friends that we have, and as I look to my family and I see the lack of marriages, you know, and when I'm at these cookouts, I'm talking to a ton of cousins and aunts that aren't married, that don't get to experience that love. And if you are fortunate enough to find someone that loves you and care for you, do not take that for granted. You show up for them every day. You understand? Wow. So just like a player on a court or anybody, you dedicate yourself to something, you show up every day. You give 100%. That's all.
Yep.
Thank
you.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Appreciate you, man. All right. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow that Real Guys page. Look, we gave our final thoughts already. We're gonna get up out of here. So for Tara, Goose, and myself, we will catch y'all next time right here on the 10-7 show. We are out of here. We love y'all.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.